So 1 divided by 0 is undefined, 2 to the 0 is 1, x to the 0 is 1, x divided by 0 is undefined. Looking for a vertical asymptote, that would be x equals -2, x equals 3. The horizontal is going to be y equals 1. In our oblique, you cannot have a horizontal and an oblique at the same time. Vertical asymptote is going to be x equals -1, x equals 1, those are the verticals. Horizontal, I don't see a horizontal, but I do see a slant. So we have a b of 1 and a slope of 1/2. So our slope is 1/2, our y-intercept is 1, so y equals 1/2 x plus 1 is our oblique asymptote. This one, we're going to use techniques. So you set the bottom equal to 0, so x equals 3 would be a vertical. And then when you look at the degree of the top, it's the same as the degree of the bottom, or you can plug in infinity. The 2 and the -3 have very little meaning, so it's just going to be 5 over 1, or y equals 5. You cannot have an oblique and a horizontal at the same time. So notice we have a degree of 1 and a degree of 2. So if we plug in infinity, that -3 would mean very little, that -4 would mean very little, but first we're going to factor the bottom. And that would give us x equals -2 and 2. Y equals 0, because the degree of the top is smaller than the degree of the bottom. If I plugged in infinity, that would be infinity over infinity squared. So 2 over infinity, that would equal 0. So y equals 0 is the horizontal asymptote. Opposite same, so there's nothing to be the opposite of, so it's going to go through 0, 0. Opposite same, so -2, -1. +2, 1. That's my intersection of asymptotes, and my kine is 1. So I'm going to go right 1, up 1, pop a dot. I'm going to go left 1, down 1, and that's going to be my sheet. Opposite same, so at -2 is my vertical, -1, y equals -1 is my horizontal. My kine is 1, so I'm going to go right 1, up 1 from the intersection, and that's going to generate my sheet in those sections. X equals 2 is my vertical, y equals 1 is my horizontal, the kine is 1, and that's going to generate those sheets. Opposite same, there is nothing to be the opposite of, so 1, 0 is my intersection of asymptotes, the kine is 1. Again, that's going to generate the sheets. Opposite same, so there's nothing to be the opposite of in the bottom, so that's going to be 0, 1. Vertical is x equals 0, y equals 1 is my horizontal, my kine is 1. This is not a rational expression, it's a line, y equals 1/2 x plus 1. So I begin at 1 and go up 1 over 2. If I factor the bottom, I'm going to have a vertical asymptote of -3. If I plug in infinity, that would give me 1 over infinity squared, so y equals 0. Plug in some points, make a table of values, mode 7 if you would like to. I start at -4, 1 to the left of the vertical. And when you hit mode 7, you can type it in just like it looks. 1 over alpha red x, square it, -9. We don't need g of x. We're going to start at -4. We're going to end at 4. We're going to step by 1. And it'll generate these ordered pairs. And we can pop those dots. So at -4, it's going to equal 0.14. Error, because you can't divide by 0, -0.2, -0.125, -0.11, -0.125. Notice how it reflects. And then it'll be 0.14. So it's going to be slightly positive. That will generate a sheet in that zone. And then here it gets closer and closer to 0, but never touches it. Error is a vertical asymptote, so I'll have a sheet in that zone, an upside down parabola in this zone, and another sheet up here. X squared minus 4, we're going to factor. That would give us -2 and 2 as our horizontals. As our verticals, our horizontal would be y equals 0. It would be the same ghost face shape. And -1 and 1 are our verticals, y equals 0 is our horizontal. And again, it'll give us a ghost face. Using techniques, x equals 1 is our vertical, and then 2 over 1, y equals 2 is our horizontal. And now if we cover up the x's, 4 divided by -1 would give us -4 will be our y-intercept. If we set the top equal to 0, that'll give us our x-intercept. And we know the curve is going to go like that, going through that point. Over here, we have a vertical at x equals 1. Y equals 4 is going to be our horizontal. We just look at those values. And then we hide the x's, that'll give us 2 over -1, so 0, -2. We know the sheet is going to go in that zone. And then the other sheet will be up top. Again, our vertical is going to be at x equals -1, our horizontal is going to be at y equals 2. Hide those x's, -4, so our y-intercept would be 0, -4, and our sheet is going to be down here in this section. Opposite same, this is a parabola, and we're going to use 1, 3, 5. So our vertex is at 1, -4. From there we go up 1 over 1, up 3 over 1, up 5 over 1. Connect the dots and make a parabola. Opposite same for the out route or speed out. So -4, -1 is my endpoint. I'm going to use 1, 3, 5, but I'm going to go over 1, over 3, over 5. Absolute value is a V shape. Our vertex is opposite same. So at 2, -3. And it's going to be a V shape.